Hey, this is Diana, the Midnight Rose. We have got a couple of big weeks astrologically going on, and each of them is big enough that they deserve their own video. But we'll get to that. Let's start with something a little more simple and something that maybe more lay people would be familiar with instead of those that are seriously studying astrology. But let's talk about Aries. It's the sun coming into Aries, which is a big day for me. I'm a sun in Aries. I'm a sun, Mars in Aries. Fire, fire, fire. But anyway, so let's talk just a little bit about the sun entering Aries, because even if you're not in Aries, this is going to affect you. It's the sun moving into its exaltation, where it's this really strong. So this happens on March 20th. The sun is going to burst into Aries, officially kicking off the astrological new year. Because Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, is where the sun finds its exaltation, which is kind of a fancy way of saying it thrives there. It really, look at me. So, no matter your personal placements, this celestial shift brings an undeniable spark of energy and focus and vitality and renewal, which I think we all need, especially now, always, but especially now. Think of it as the cosmic equivalent of a strong espresso shot after a long winter's nap, or several shots for those of you that are kind of used to that stuff. So, why this matters, even if you're not in Aries, you don't need Aries as your sun, moon, or rising sign to feel this shift. The sun in Aries turns up the heat for everyone, quite literally, as we go on, pushing us towards action, courage, and bold new beginnings. If you've been dragging your feet on something and procrastinating, starting a new project, making a move, finally committing to that gym membership, ooh boy, this transit is the shove you need, because this is also Aries is ruled by Mars, the get shit done planet, as I call it. And the energy is very direct, very passionate, and unapologetic, a little bit rough, a little bit blunt at times. Get to the point. It's about trusting your instincts, taking risks a little bit, but don't take too big a risks, and saying yes to adventure, being a pioneer, getting out there. So, and it's natural for us to feel this way to some extent because spring is coming. It's getting warmer, literally, sun in Aries. So, but this season reminds us that overthinking gets us nowhere, but a single step forward can really be a game changer. You got to take action, move, make that first step. That's something I've been saying to myself. And actually, in regard to this channel, is you can't learn to drive a parked car. It's like you got to get in there and do it. Be willing to make mistakes, and that's kind of my philosophy with this whole starting this channel, or getting serious about this channel. So, but whatever it is you're wanting to do, maybe you've been putting off, now is the time to do it. Get started. Um, but if you do have Aries in your sun, in your moon, or your rising sign, ooh, it is super powerful for you. It's really your time to shine. The sun in Aries, it makes you more confident and gives you more drive. So this is one of the most powerful, potent periods for personal growth and self-expression in the whole year. Um, it's like the universe handing you on a silver platter a big megaphone and saying, go for it. Or Mars saying, get shit done. So for Aries suns, you're really going to feel this. I mean, hello, the sun in Aries, duh. I mean, that's Doesn't take a professional or someone setting to tell you that. So the big reset button. And in fact, I have my birthday in Aries in a couple weeks. Oh God, birthdays are just not fun after a certain age. I actually write on my birthday cake, "You're not dead yet." So anyway, huge surge of vitality and motivation with some other things going on. In particular, we've got an eclipse coming up. We've got Venus going into exaltation, going Kazemi, Mercury going Kazemi. So we're going to get into all that. For Aries moons, your emotional clarity. You'll feel a stronger sense of self, renewed urge to act on your feelings. Uh, just don't go overboard, as always. Rather than just kind of sitting and thinking about them, you're going to feel more confident and you'll feel emotionally clear. For Aries rising, this is like a rebirth for you, where your presence, your first impressions, your overall sense of self get a cosmic glow up, sort of. People will take notice and to use this to your advantage. But I just wanted to say, if you don't know what your moon sign or your rising sign is, we pretty much, if you're watching this, you know your sun sign. You know at least that much about astrology. But it is important to get your whole chart, where your moon is placed, what sign, where your rising is, are just as important as the sun. And some would argue the rising sign is more important. That's why it's important to try to find out the time or include the time in natal chart readings. But every planet is important, and particularly important at certain times. So anyway, stop preaching. The sun basically entering Aries it's like an ignition switch. It's like a rocket going to space, but not blowing up like some people's. Anyway, but whether you're an Aries or not, sun sign, moon sign, rising, this transit is really encouraging you to start something fresh, to get started on a new project, take initiative, move forward with confidence. And if you've been waiting for a sign to start something new, yeah, this is it. Big sign, flashing, neon. Do it. Oh, this is what happens when I start recording when I'm a little peachy. But anyway, it's like the universe has just lit the match. What you do with the fire is up to you. So, as the sun enters Aries and spring is upon us, the equinox, there's just so much going on. So no matter your sign, embrace the sun in Aries and do it. Just do it. Start that project. Start working out. Ooh, Mars loves to work out and be competitive in sports. Whatever you've been wanting to put off, don't put it off anymore. Get started. All right, that's just a little overview of Aries, of the sun going into Aries for everyone. All right, I'll be seeing you in some other videos. Whew, we got a lot going on astrologically. Venus, eclipse, Mercury. All right. Oh, and Neptune going into Aries. Whenever outer planets go change signs, because they do it, it takes years for them to change signs. We just had Pluto go into Aquarius last year, and it will be there for 20 years. Neptune is going into Aries, and Uranus is also switching signs this year. It's very unusual to have all three outer planets switching signs. So that is not only you're going to feel it personally, but it's very big in the mundane sense. And I think we kind of know that right now. Anyway, with the world and all the chaos and all the changes. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. And once again, this is Diana, the Midnight Rose. Subscribe. Please subscribe. But seriously, leave comments and giving me feedback if this resonates with you. If it doesn't, that always helps me. Thank you so much. Bye bye till next video.